When the world turned cold, when hearts were tired of believing, oh, love stood still, breathing in the dark, and it refused to die. We were walking through the shadows of doubt. Dreams were fading, hope was bleeding out. Promises broke like glass on the floor. We said goodbye, but love knocked on the door. The night was heavy, silence screaming loud. Faith was buried deep beneath the crowd. But in the ruins of our goodbye, something whispered, love will never die. When the tears fell like rain from the sky, and the stars refused to shine in our eyes, I heard a voice in the quiet cry, saying hold on, love refused to die. Well, love refused to die. It rose from the ashes, burning through the pain, breaking all the clashes. Even when our hearts were too tired to try, heaven wrote our story. Love refused to die. Through storms and fire, through fear and lies, grace kept calling us back to life. When everything else said goodbye, love stood strong. Love refused to die. Oh, yeah. In the valley where the weak hearts tremble, where broken souls try hard to assemble, I saw a light in the middle of the night. Truth and mercy fighting for our life. They told us love was just a fading flame, but destiny was calling out our name. From the dust where our hope once lay, love stood up and showed us the way.
When the world said let it go, and our hands were shaking, golden control, a miracle started deep inside, and I knew love refused to die.
When love refused to die, it rose from the ashes, turning all our scars into golden flashes. Even when our hearts were too tired to try, heaven wrote our story. Love refused to die. Through storms and fire, through fear and lies, grace kept calling us back to life. When everything else said goodbye, love stood strong. Love refused to die. Listen, from the roots of truth and the wings of prayer, love walked through darkness without fear. No chains could hold it, no walls could bind. It was written in the stars of time. When hate was loud and mercy was rare, love lifted us up from despair. Like a lion roaring in the silent night, love stood tall, ready to fight.
I remember the nights I almost gave up, when my heart was empty, my hands were numb, but something stronger than pain inside held my soul when I wanted to hide. I saw your face in the light of grace, I felt God's hand in our broken space, and in the moment I learned to forgive. Love taught my heart how to live.
If love is from heaven, it can't be destroyed. It speaks in silence when hearts are void. Yeah, love is the fire that never fades, a holy rhythm that God has made.
No storm, no night, no broken cry can silence love that refuses to die.
Rise up, hearts of the broken. Yeah, every tear you cried was never forgotten. From the ashes of your yesterday, love is rising in a brighter way. No weapon formed against the truth can kill the fire of eternal youth. From generation to the sky, love lives on, and it will never. When love refused to die, it rose from the ashes, turning all our scars into golden flashes. Even when our hearts were too tired to forgets our names, love will still remain the same. Because what God has breathed into life can never die.